Souls RNG have been absolutely cooking recently with literal weekly updates, adding brand new auras, features, NPCs, and more. And they're not about to stop here, as today we're going to be going over the brand new update plans for the rest of 2025, and trust me, there are some insane things planned. And of course, we'll go over some of the brand new auras that we could be expecting in these updates. Make sure you press that subscribe button, because when we hit 140,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing some insane Game Pass giveaways, so make sure you press that button. But with that being said, let's get straight into checking out some of the most insane update plans for the rest of 2025 in Roblox Souls RNG. So obviously the most recent update to Souls RNG brought out a bunch of new auras. They kind of do these updates bi-weekly for auras and content. So the most recent one we had was an aura update which brought 4 new auras, 2 of them being craftable, I'm pretty sure, unless Atlas came out in the last one. We had a bunch of reworks too, so we had a Sovereign rework, Astral Zodiac, turning from Legendarium, Player rework, and Abominable. Oh, never mind. Atlas came out in the update before that. The 4 new auras must have been Flora, Harnessed Element, Hyper Chroma something, the Chromatic craftable, and I actually forgot the 4th one. What a Souls RNG player I am. And as you can see, as we go back up here, they are locking in and literally updating every single week, which is insane. This is partly due to this guy here. This guy's called YG, and he's been completely taking over Souls RNG and making sure that things happen on time and at every single deadline. We have had the summer update on time for the first time ever, and it's probably somewhat due to this guy here. So thank you YG for reviving the game. And they've recently got rid of the update progress channel, and that's due to how quickly they're able to churn out some of these updates, and instead we just have the game announcements channel which shows us the roadmap for the rest of 2025's updates. Let's get into it. So on the 13th of August they made an updated development roadmap. So obviously we went over a development roadmap a while ago, and it looked a bit like this, but they've changed it a tiny bit since. So it says, "Hey Souls community, YG here. We've made some adjustments to the development roadmap we shared earlier. Based on player feedback and our internal priorities, certain features will be released in a different order and some will be expanded with new ideas. This change is aimed at improving game quality and making updates more exciting for everyone." So not only have they taken player feedback on board, but they've made it all public so we can see what's happening and when. So the August 16th update already came out, and that was pretty good. They had the update package reset, the Fisherman chest reset, and sales deadline set, and obviously the megaphone update, and then of course the 4 new auras and the aura rework. For the 23rd update, we're going to be getting the boss raid official release and season pass changes. Now I don't know if you know, but the season pass has officially ended for season 1, and it will soon be changing to season 2, and that will be coming in that 2nd update. Luckily I managed to just about reach tier 100, and since technically the sandworm boss that we have right now is basically just like a beta or a testing to show that boss raids do work, we're going to be having an actual release of boss fights and boss raids, and hopefully it'll become a bigger part of Souls RNG. So the abilities of auras will become more and more important, because you gotta kill a big boss with it. Then of course August 30th update, we're going to get a personal aura display space. So how I'm thinking about this is going to be like a trophy room for your auras, where you can display your best globals or just like things you want to show off, which I think will be very interesting. Whether this, well, no, I guess it will kind of have to be in private servers. It'll be weird if it would be in public servers. I don't know how they would do this. It will be very interesting to see how they execute a trophy room for your auras. September update, the only thing they have planned is a fishing update, and I think this is a great thing to do, because this is an aspect that can definitely be developed on. Obviously they could make, craftable fishing rods, craftable baits. They could go so far with the fishing here, and obviously it still plays a part of RNG because you don't know what you're going to fish up, so it still technically works. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they pull off with the fishing update. And then obviously updates coming this year, which should be crazy. We get the Halloween event. Now last year the Halloween event came out on November 10th, which is not great, so hopefully we'll see some changes to that and get some brand new Halloween globals. They did such a good job with the Halloween update last year. We had the skeleton shop and the brand new globals, the biomes. It was crazy, so maybe they'll be able to top it. And then the Christmas event, arguably arguably the best event of last year. Again, it did come out late. I think I want to say it came out in February or maybe late January, but it did come out quite late. But they did redeem themselves because it was a great update. PvP mode and ranking system for this year is insane. So that sounds like they're going to make some sort of like PvP arena and, you know, make battles where you've got like a rank so you could get people who just become really good at fighting and Souls RNG. A bit like TSB, Strongest Battlegrounds. Could be insane. My only thing to mention here though is if they were to do something like this, they do need to create a better system of switching through your auras. For instance, if I'm fighting the Sandworm, it's really hard to use an ability of one aura and then instantly switch to another to use that ability. It's just quite long-winded to be able to go into the aura storage every time. I think we might need some sort of hotbar or just a way to switch your auras a bit more easy, because right now fighting is a bit tricky. And then the last thing is developer blessings. So I think we get this sometimes when they've delayed an update or something. I'm not sure what that's meant to mean. Maybe boosted luck. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. But that does look pretty crazy for the updates of the year. Insane. It does say all development plans are subject to change based on your feedback and development priorities. This is great. I'm so happy that they're taking player feedback on board, and it's going to make the game such a much more enjoyable place to be. Thank you for your patience and continued support. We can't wait to show you what's coming next. We're not abandoning RNG. We'll keep it while creating more fun experiences for you. Now, they've probably said this as a result of many people saying that they're starting to move away from RNG and look into more the fishing side or the PvP side, because that's what players want right now in Roblox. So it's good to know that they're not going to ditch what the game is based on, and hopefully that means we'll get some good auras. XYZ will come back soon. XYZ and YG will be running and developing the game together. Perfect. They attached this little video here, and I have no idea what this means. Is this red full moon? I'm not even sure what's happening here. If someone can explain this to me in the comments, much appreciated, because I have not got a clue. Alongside that update roadmap, of course, we got two brand new sneak peeks, one we've already covered already, essentially just a crazy new sand temple. I'm pretty sure this is going to be something that you can fight the Sandworm in, the new boss, but where this is going to be, I have no idea, unless it's a brand new PvP arena that they said they were going to work on for the end of the year. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because there is no way of telling what this is, except it looks a bit like the Sandstorm biome. And then the most recent sneak peek that we received is a rework of Stellar NPC. I mean, was it a necessary rework? I'm not too sure, but hey, if it makes the game look better, we'll go for it. So that is essentially everything we know so far about the coming updates, but let's check out some of the auras that might be coming along with it. So as we know, they've basically stopped posting whitelisted auras in this channel for a while, so what we're going to do is revisit some of the older ones that still are yet to come into the game that might just come along, who knows. So this first one is from an aura contest, and it's called Himatsuri, and it's a 1 in 200 million made by this person here. So this one is very cool, and it's gone for like a Japanese theme, and it's very sick with this red gate with the lanterns, the banners either side. It's giving like Lunar New Year vibes, which I don't think is Japanese. I don't know, correct me in the comments. I don't think I'm very cultured. But we've got the nice little star rotating down here with the aura on the bottom. It's really cool. I love the colors they've used, and especially with the fireworks in the background, it's just so sick. 1 in 200 million though, I'm not too sure. Maybe it could be a tiny bit lower, but I love the effects they've done with all of the lights in the banners. Very cool. I like it. Next up is Timeless Odyssey, made by this person here. Now this one looks absolutely crazy. Now the video is quite insane, so it might break my computer, but there's a lot going on here. So I'm pretty sure this down here is the character. We've got some palm trees here, the sun here. It's like those retro synthwave kind of videos that you find on YouTube with like lo-fi music. It is kind of sick. I do like the colors, and I like the elements they've used. How this would work as an aura though, I have zero idea. Still cool though. This aura here is called Altail, and it's very insane. It's a 1 in 4 billion, and it might just be one of the best auras you've ever seen. Take a look at this. So this is the initial form called Prologue, and as you can see, it's just changed into a form called Travel, and we've got these kind of stars and constellations going past, the character just kind of chilling in this thing now, and then it's going to change to the Horizon form, which now looks a bit like Gargantua. It's super insane. I love the way it looks, and trust me, this is only the beginning. This Altail aura is basically just like 10 auras in one, and it's insane. Next it goes to the Seek formation, where we've got this train going through, and what looks a tiny bit like Kyle the White Remembrance just floating in the air. It's a bit water themed, so we've got these fish coming around like Abyssal, a little rowboat, and a little like pier that comes out into the water with the character just chilling here, and that's the seek formation. It's so sick. But trust me, there is even more to come from the Owltail 4 billion rarity aura. This is the Hope formation, and we've got the player just kind of chilling on this little podium here, and a bunch of words. I don't know what language. Is this a language or is it like enchantment table? I don't even know, but it looks very sick. And again, it's going to change to vibrance, which is now this pink kind of color. Looks a bit like a lotus fall if it was pink. It's super cool. We've got these candles, petals floating around, more flower like line drawings down here, and then it's end of chapter and it changes to epilogue. Isn't that insane? One aura has like 5 different auras, insanely made. I can't believe that this is even a thing. Crazy. If this comes to the game, everyone is going to be trying to roll it 100%. Easily one of the best auras I've ever seen, and that's Owltail made by these people here. Now this one here is Treehouse version 2. Now we got Treehouse a while ago as a whitelisted aura, and it was definitely one of the most famous whitelisted auras we've ever seen because, well, it's a treehouse. How is that gonna potentially be an aura? Now they've reworked it, so we've got the player just kind of chilling here. It might be a tiny bit bigger, I'm not too sure, but we still got the orb holding up the tree here. It's a 1 in 10 billion rarity, easily the rarest aura we've ever seen inside Souls RNG. But the main form stays the same, with the player just kind of chilling around on the tree, not doing too much, jumping over that little gap there. But as day turns to night, the tree goes evil mode and it does become a red color, which looks absolutely insane. So a nighttime exclusive little red bit of the treehouse, very cool. Now again, they've thought about how this would work in PvP, and they've given it 5 special abilities, as you can see is being demonstrated on a bunch of dummies here. So it's got a shield, a healing beam, 2 healing abilities, an enchanted shockwave ability. Look at that, nature's guard looks sick, and of course an attack. Is this one of the best whitelisted auras of all time? Let me know down in the comments. I'm super interested to see what you guys have to say. Personally, I don't think it's that great. I just don't understand how this can potentially be an aura, but I can see why people love it so much. I mean, look at that. The orb is just firing out Nature's Wrath Fatal. That's crazy ability. Now that I can get behind. So those are the projected updates for the rest of 2025, alongside some of the auras that we could be expecting for the rest of the year. Do let me know down in the comments what you're most looking forward to for the rest of 2025 for Souls RNG. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace.